we've got the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Philadelphia 76ers. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul of the game. Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
And here's Minnesota now. Here's Towns. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. Now Harden. Can't get it to drop. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Here's Edwards. Harden with the defensive effort. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl-Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
And it's McDaniels off the drive. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Boy, good effort that time from Towns on the offensive board, ensuring that his team is able to end that possession with points.
Harden fires away from outside. Sinks the tray.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Towns, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Well, that time Towns showing you that he has the physicality to beat the contact. The defense has to do a lot more than that to stop him.
And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Now here's Tucker. Pass to Melton. On the wing, Harden. They grab their own miss. Out to Harris. Hits the trifecta. Harris has got 6.
You know, the mindset Harris has is one that allows him to be ready to shoot as soon as that ball touches his hands. Catch and fire.
Fast break, Philadelphia. Here's Embiid. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Gobert, that's good.
Towns showing you a willingness to want to make his teammates better with that pass there.
Outside Harden. Here's Embiid. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough. This is really amazing. I mean, from March 1st, 2014 to October 26, 2016, Joel Embiid didn't play in a basketball game. 31 long months rehabbing back and foot injury.
And the basket by Embiid.
You know, as a distributor and dime dropper, Harden has really got a nice eye for how to get teammates shots and does a really good job setting up a shooter.
And Minnesota calls time here. Well, give Philadelphia credit. They didn't rush Embiid back.
They, in fact, trusted the process, pun intended, folks. And Joel has returned the favor. An MVP caliber center who changes a franchise. He is a franchise cornerstone piece. A great example of how being patient and doing what's best for the player ends up being a winning combination for all.
Here's Noel. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Milton. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You know, in the past several seasons, there's been one constant with the 76ers. They're going to be among the best defensive teams in the league.
The Sixers' identity really does center around their defense.
It's so true, B.A., and they've done a great job playing to their strengths. That's the key for any contending team. Maximize your players' talents. Philly has done that as well as anybody. And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Now here's Milton. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Niang, that's good.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Pass to Prince. Back to Reed. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nas Reed. That's his first foul. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Maxey with it. From about 16. Reed with the rebound.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
It could go. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers leading by 6. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
Edwards can't hit. The Sixers leading. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, B.A. Well, Joel Embiid drawing comparisons to some legendary big men. He said, quote, "I want to be mentioned as one of the greats. That's my goal. And obviously being a Hall of Famer. But you've got to take step by step, one day at a time. It's going to take a lot of work, and I'm willing to put it in. Guys."
Now he's well on his way, Allie. Thanks. Good work there as it goes.
And that's how Harold gets his offense, being tougher and more physical than the guys trying to stop him.
Towns can't get it to go. Pass to Niang. Over Edwards. No good off the back of the rim. And so it's Minnesota with it. 6-point game. And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Outside Harden. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. He can't get that one to fall.
Throughout years of play, one thing that has stayed consistent in the game of James Harden, his remarkable ability to facilitate.
And here's Edwards outside. They get the rebound. It's good on the putback.
And you see Towns with the big, sure hands controlling that putback.
Three-pointer Embiid. And another miss by Philadelphia. You got to admit that Harden just has a gift for finding assists, Clark.
Yeah, he really does, B.A., and it's so amazing to watch. I mean, he's a guy that specializes in torching people one-on-one. But he's also almost as good setting other people up. Maybe it all comes back to how good he is at reading defenders. And I think there's something to be said for that.
And Minnesota calls time here.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Now here's Conley. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, Clark, it's getting harder to find players' true positions. We've got bigs who bring the ball up the court. We got guards who defend in the post.
Yeah, it's a very different kind of a game. Actually, we hear this phrase positionless basketball all the time, B.A., but the skill level of players is so vast now. I mean, everybody handles the ball, wings and bigs, and you mix and match skills across the court and at every position. So a lot of diversity in the skill set of players in today's game.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
The legs of Conley, they work just fine getting out there on that break.
Harden misses.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Here's Edwards. Pass to Reed. The three is up. The shot off that time. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Down low. Melton. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Sixers. And so here is Philadelphia. They lead by 4. Fires for 3. Melton, no good.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
To the paint. Here's Anderson. Yep, that one goes.
Unselfish. As somebody who already draws a lot of defensive attention, Edwards has to be willing to make that next pass.
Niang, that's good. Niang's got 5 points.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
The shot by Conley, no good. Now Philadelphia with it. It's a 5-point game. Back to Maxey. Pass to Niang. Shot clock at 6. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. And they're running. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Good gamble that time by Edwards. He, as much as anybody, wants this team to be out in the open floor.
Here's Maxey. Driving to the basket.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is...
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Sixers ahead. They lead by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Well, whenever you bring up the 76ers, you instantly think of Joel Embiid.
Oh, no question. He's the face of this franchise. Embiid is as good as anyone in the league. Off the floor, Joel is willing to take the blame when things don't go right. That's who you want as a leader. A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
The Sixers leading. For three, Maxey gets the three to fall. Maxey's got 7.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian Sixers head coach Doc Rivers earned the nickname Doc back in college for wearing a T-shirt which was Irving on it. In the NBA, he said, quote, "The first game I started was against the Sixers. I went over and said, Dr. J, how are you?" And he said, "Doc, how are you?" I said, no, I'm Glenn." But he said, "No, you're Doc." And that made me feel like $1 million, guys.
All right, thanks, Allie. And Embiid throws it down.
Embiid showing you a little force, wanting to dunk it down whenever he can.
Gobert in the high post. Here's Prince. Here's Towns. Second shot opportunity. And he takes it up and lays it in. Towns has got 6 here in the quarter.
You know, we've become used to seeing Towns own the offensive end of the floor. He just lets the game come naturally to him.
Outside Harden. Let's go with a 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
You know, the foundation of Harden's offensive arsenal is his three-point shot, so I think you have to respect that and try to take it away, because otherwise you get the whole floor opened up for him, and that's a real problem.
Seen that play develop ahead of time. Hits his man in stride.
And that one misses.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Up top, Harden. And he comes up with a bucket. Harden's got 5 points.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
They get it back. On the wing, Harden. From downtown, another 3 for Philadelphia.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
And Clark, looking at last year's Sixers team, they were last in the NBA in offensive rebounding.
And also last in field goal attempts. And those go hand in hand. If you're not taking a lot of shots, and you're not going to have a chance for a lot of offensive rebounds. That puts tremendous pressure on your offense when you're not getting second shots. I expect them to really emphasize crashing the offensive boards this season.
Melton outside. Puts up a 3. And the 76ers get it back. Back to Harden. And another shot. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Harden's got 10 points here in the second half.
You know, it's hard to believe it, but a mid-range J from Harden, normally all we see is threes and attacks on the rim from him. .102 left in the third.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And he drops it first.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl-Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Pass to Niang. Now Harrell. Milton with it. He's guarded by Conley. Here's Maxey. No good. A bit long that time. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Here's Niang. And another miss by Philadelphia.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
Shot is good by Edwards.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
James Harden. He's been the guy making things happen for the 76ers. He put with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. And here are the Timberwolves. They trail by 7. The steal. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's McDaniels. 2 points. That one goes. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
Yeah, another thing they did well defensively, closing out. Inside and outside, their defenders were flying out to shooters.
Stolen by Conley. Pass to McDaniels. The first free throw is good. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Good on both. And it's the Sixers with the ball. Here's Harden. Back to Embiid. Outside Harden. And it's rebounded by Karl-Anthony Towns. And it's blocked by Harden.
Look at Harden getting after it defensively with a little edge. A rude rejection like that will get him all kinds of fired up.
Oh, stolen by Harris. And they're on the run. Moving it up. Jumps up. And then Harden with the jam.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Outside McDaniels. And they recover it. Launches it. Joel Embiid with the board.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
And the Timberwolves call time here. And Harden, a former league MVP, 3-time scoring champ. Grant, the only thing he's missing is a title.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, it would only help cement his legacy. For years, he'd carry his team only to run out of gas in the playoffs. But postseason success counts for a lot when it's all said and done.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He did everything he could to fire the team up, saying, quote, "I don't care how far down we are. We can do this. Attack and take what's ours. Let's go out there and show them it's not over."
Okay, thank you, Allie. Oh, it's stolen by Tucker. Pass to Melton. And then Harden with the jam.
Boy, the slam from the beard. Elevating a little bit. James can go from 0 to 100 pretty quick for a guy this size.
Harris drives in. And Harris throws it down.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
Here's Gobert. And it's blocked by Embiid.
A fantastic defender. Embiid is consistent, not only blocking shots, but going after them as well, especially when he's in the area.
For 3, here's Harris. The offensive rebound. Outside for Harden. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Harden from outside. Harris outside. Goes up again. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Well, that's just good heads-up basketball from Embiid, making the pass to the open man.
And Minnesota calls time here.
There's a lot to like about Tobias Harris, his comportment, his versatility. He's adaptable. I think that stands out as well. I mean, he's had to play a lot of roles on different teams, and he's done them all at a high level.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Well, with Harris, he's willing to sacrifice a larger role for the betterment of his team club.
Yeah, and B.A., I think that speaks to his desire to play winning basketball, to play the game the right way, to play to his strengths and not try to do more than he can, whether he's looked at as a primary scoring option or simply being a spot-up shooter or one of three options. Harris has that disposition that says, I'll do whatever it takes.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game. Ball are up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
Tell you what, seems like everything he's putting up is finding the net, and right now, Harris is simply balling out.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes, they last days.
Here's Harris. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Harris has got 12 points now in the quarter.
Had their fingerprints all over this matchup tonight. Just an impressive victory for the Sixers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Joel Embiid.
I think his biggest contribution may have been on the boards. He kept plays alive and denied second chances.
Left side, Tucker. Three-pointer, Harden. He buries it from 3.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Harris. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
You know, looking to score often from there, Harris is excellent at drawing the defense's attention and fouls.
And he sinks the second. 29 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Out to the wing. Pass to McLaughlin. Here's Alexander Walker to halt the run. Rebounded by James Harden. Tucker with the ball. And here's Harden. Here's the 3. Not going to go that time. So it's the 76ers